Hold, turn, up. Watch what happens to the car. I'm approaching a bend, third gear. Look, you see that? The traction light just went on. Do you see that? The traction light just went on. Brake and then brake, slow, brake. Second gear, boom. Exiting the corner nicely. Morning lads. Wake up and smell that coffee. Today is another video where we're going to be talking about brakes. But before we do a bit of brakes, let's get that stability and control. I'm telling you, all the racing drivers were fit physically, and I know I'm not there, but we're trying. You know, I feel like every day is so easy now to get up in the morning. I can't even explain to you guys. Best feeling ever as well. 6 a.m. What more do you need? Silver Super's talking about me doing a handstand going downstairs. My hands are gonna get wet. Maybe another time. Every single day, every single step, every single jog, and get doing it. At the same time, there is this slogan that I want to say, and that is start today, because I had that mindset 2 weeks ago, and every single morning it's been going absolutely crazy because we're doing it. 3 key points about brake is so important. How people don't understand how braking works. So firstly is you don't need to use brake all the time. I'm in this position right now where the MPGs are not being used at all. So right now I've got my foot on the accelerator, I'm in drive, I'm at 200 mpg. What that means is that I am at infinite level. I'm not using any gas at all, and the car is just rolling, cruising, but I'm still in gear, but it says 200, and that is where you don't press brake at all. So right now I'm entering the bend, I'm not pressing brake, I can still go. Stay in the left hand lane, that car's on the right hand lane. A lot of people would have pressed the brake, you know, causing usage, and then driving off again, you know, using more fuel. There's no need to press brake. Right now is an example right now where I'm hitting 40 miles per hour on the road. I'm in 4th gear, I'm still driving. People will start pressing brake now. It's green lights, I don't need to press any brakes. I'm not pressing any brake. I'm dropping the gear down to 4th. Use the gears to slow down. I ain't pressed brake yet. I'm approaching. Everybody presses brake. I mean, a lot of people press brake. I don't need to press brake. Now I'm gonna start pressing brake gently, dropping the gears, slowing the car down. I can move on. I barely have to change my brake pads because I hardly ever use it when I'm daily commuting, you know, to work, to errands. I don't ever have to use brakes. I always use the gears to slow down. Again, I ain't use brake. Green lights, I can start putting the foot down. As simple as that. Orange light, we can go through that. Don't need to slam the brakes. But I just want to get to a place where I can show you guys what I mean by barely any usage. You don't need to slam on the brakes, you don't need to use the brakes. But get to see like how early that person pressed brake. I already slowed down, so that's a good example of somebody pressing brake. I just need to maybe follow this person and see how they drive. 50 miles per hour. Let's see when they start pressing brake compared to me. This is a good example. It's a random person, I don't know who he is. Easing accelerator, so I'm getting the full infinite MPGs. Let go of the gas now, pressing brake, ain't pressed brake yet. He's pressing brake, I haven't pressed brake yet. He's still pressing brake, I'm not using brake. I'm shifting it down to 2nd gear. Now I press brake slowly, that's it. I don't need to use brake. See the difference with how when somebody is using brake. Let's do another example of seeing people press brake. So this is another example of another person in a Kia 24 plate. Man, these cars are getting crazy. Right, so we're going 50 miles per hour now. We're driving, and I know we're approaching the end of the road. I'm gonna let go of the gas brake. I'm not pressing brake, he's pressing brake. He's pressing brake, I'm not pressing brake. I'm slowing down with using the gears, 3rd gear. Press brake now. Let go of the brakes, still driving. He's got a bit of experience, but he used brake very early, he did. Not pressing brake yet. Not pressing brake. Not pressing brake, he knows exactly what he's doing. We'll keep following him, we'll see how good he is. I'm gonna look like a dangerous person following someone. I'm not pressing brake. He's pressing brake now. He's pressing brake. I'll press brake now slowly. Second gear. There you go. It's good. He knows what he's doing. Literally. Am I bleeding? Don't go nowhere. Red lights. Second gear. Slowly press brake. Slowly. You know. That's it. Which leads on to my next point. It's squeeze and push. And when I mention this method, what I'm talking about is whilst driving, we don't need to slam on the brakes when we're coming towards a T-junction, or when a car pulls out, or when we approach a roundabout. We tend to slam on the brakes, when the method that I've been using for many years is squeezing on the brakes, you know, very gently, so that I'm not panicking, I'm not in a rush, and I'm not using the brake pads very harshly. There's a bend coming up right now. I don't need to press brake. I can ease off the gas. Everybody would press brake on this bend. I know, because I follow. Look, no brake, just taking the bend again. Nice S, another turn here. Don't need to press brakes. Going 30 miles per hour. And the problem is a lot of people will press brake at the wrong time. And like I said, instead of squeezing the brakes, like right now, this is the 30 zone, I'm going over 30. I'm gonna slow the car down. Slow the car down. You know when you're braking hard. You know in the movie Initial D, when the guy drives a Toyota AE86 and he's delivering tofu, his dad puts a cup right there with the water in there, or tofu. He says if any dropper comes out there, he's gonna knock him out. And that's exactly what the whole point is he's got to drive smooth. And if you're driving panicking or rushing or slamming the brakes, the water's gonna fall. And when the first time he drove with a cup of water, he was very careful when he's driving. He didn't want to crash, and you know, and it got better and better when he noticed the water's not dry. So right now, I'm pressing brake now. Ease. Gotta drive again. Oh, ease slowly. Look left, right. I'm driving. You know what I mean? What you don't want to do is when you're approaching like a roundabout or a turn, is doing something like this. Like, oh, I need to slow down. There's a roundabout coming. Slow down. That's what you don't want to do. You've left it to the last second to press brake. You used a lot of brake usage. Weight transfer goes forward, causing you're in a dangerous territory where the car could skid and carry on driving, or the ABS might not. You're relying on brakes. We shouldn't always rely on brakes. And like, you can ask everybody, any driver, any city, any place, you can ask any driver that brake is the most important factor of a car. And so like, to rely on it at the last second is such a foolish thing to do. Don't get me wrong, in a racetrack it's a different story then. Like, you got to learn to jab on the brakes to get the most out of the time attack. So as I'm driving right now, you want to ease into the brakes. For example, if I'm going like, we're gonna go fast now, 50 miles per hour, the bend coming, there's somebody jogging in the morning, go on my bro, 50 miles per hour, I'm gonna slow down, that's it. You know, don't just slam on the brakes. Sharp bend coming up, we're gonna ease in the brakes, drop the gear, we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna go more faster now. We're gonna go over 50 miles per hour now. 50 miles per hour. Sharp bend coming right now. No brake, no brake. Ease into the brake. Drop the gear to third. Follow it through. T-junction. Look at that braking. Second gear. That was from 50-40 to 0 without having to slam on the brakes. Again, I want to go right. I'm gonna slowly press the brakes. Drop into second gear. Boom. Do a nice U-turn. This is what maybe every 17-year-old driver will do, or with their friends, or listen to music, or getting distracted. They'll go like this. Hold, turn, up. Some brake pads or some parts of the car, or the usage of it, just goes fast. You put so much wear and tear onto the calipers and the brake pads, and even the brake pipes. I know it's like, some people, they look over it, but brakes are so important on the car. Again, if you're a person that like me, that wants to drive fast on B road, we're gonna put a foot down, we're gonna hit 50, we're gonna keep going to 60, and there's a turn coming up right now. I'm gonna ease into the brakes, boom, third gear, we're gonna hold it, We don't need to slam on the brakes. We're looking ahead, the T-junction right now. Rev match. We don't need to press brake. We're having a good fun. Still keeping it around 50 miles per hour. Don't need to slam on the brakes. Looking on the road ahead, no brakes. But I'm covering it just in case. 60 miles per hour still going for it. And now I'm going to press brake because the turn is sharp. Drop it into 4th gear, 3rd gear, boom. That's it, no brakes. I'm going to brake again and then 2nd gear, boom. Which moves on to my next point, which is this is not for everybody. This is purely for advanced people, and that is trailer braking. They say, and even the game Gran Turismo, they say that you're not supposed to press brake when you're turning. But in my coming years, in my last 10 years of increasing, when I was street racing and when I was racing and putting my foot down the B roads, it's almost like you must press brake when you're entering into a bend. And when I watched Michael Schumacher and Senna, they would do left foot braking and have the gas going. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but you can inevitably go quick around a bend whilst using slight, squeeze a brake. Not too much, because this is where it gets a bit too much. Some people will think, oh, you can press brake when you're driving in a turn, but because some people haven't mastered it, they'll press the brake too much. You're pressing brake more than acceleration in the bend, and then that will make the car's weight momentum go too much, and then that's how you lose control. So for example, this is an example of trailer braking, but braking too much in a bend. Watch what happens to the car. I'm approaching a bend, 3rd gear. Look, you see that? The traction light just went on. Do you see that? The traction light just went on, meaning the whole car went straight. The weight of the car transferred to the left. I'll do it again. 40 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour. Braking. You see, it's not good. That is going to cause an accident. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And that's why you got to keep practicing, but not slamming the brakes and pressing brake too hard when you're trailer braking in the corner. What a shame, they just dumped a whole lot of mess in a nice area. What are the UK coming to? I'm going to show you how I do it, right? Let's just do a nice U-turn. Pressing brake nice and easy. Man, I'm using up these brake pads to make this video. I don't usually slam on the brakes, ever slam on the brakes. Only if it's an emergency, somebody pulling out. So it's like a bend here. Again, I don't need to press brake because I can see ahead, so I'm going to follow it through with the gas. So keep it rolling. Right, there's a sharp bend here, so I'm going to press brake slightly, 3rd gear, boom. You don't need to slam on the brakes. I need a sharper bend. Yeah, 50, we're going. Slowly press brake, 3rd gear, brake, and then gas. Keep gas, brake, and then brake, slow, brake. 2nd gear, boom. Exiting the corner nicely. Literally, I've spent many hours studying rally drivers and racing drivers, and that is literally what they do. Like I said, we're not all Michael Schumacher, but we have to find a way to find a sweet spot of braking and gassing. Look at that sharp turn. Slowly press brake, gas, enter out, boom. That's it, keep going. I've never been on these roads before as well, just to make it, shows that the experience and knowledge is coming into effect. I don't know this road. If I knew the road, it's like kind of me cheating. I'm starting to love this car. It's been the 3rd week of driving this car, and the Skoda is absolutely phenomenal. I get to make content and share it with you guys, and I do want to start doing mods on this car, so you can let me know. Like I said, somebody mentioned to do a filter, DPF delete, and a tune, and this car would be crazy. I do want to get an exhaust. I feel like, me as a driver, I do like to hear the sound of the exhaust. I don't know if you guys can relate, but when you're driving, do you look at the speed odometer, the revs and the speedo when you're driving? I always look at them when I'm driving fast to see what speed I'm at, what rev I'm at, if the car is quiet. If the car is loud, I can kind of judge where I'm at with the RPM, but in a quiet car, you can't do it. I don't know how, EV drivers in a Tesla, they can do it with no sound. So I like hearing the sound. Like, it helps me know what power band I'm in when I'm driving. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.